Freundlich adsorption isotherm. Freundlich adsorption isotherm gives a relationship between the rate of adsorption and pressure of the adsorbate at a constant temperature. And this topic can easily understand from this picture. Here the charcoal acts as an adsorbent, and M is here, M is equal to mass of adsorbent or mass of charcoal. Clear? Then here you can see some molecules. These molecules are gas molecules, and some of the gas molecules are adsorbed over charcoal, and these gas molecules are called adsorbate. Gas molecules are called adsorbate. Then X is equal to mass of adsorbate. Mass of this gas molecule is called X. Then the ratio X by M, that means mass of gas molecules adsorbed divided by mass of charcoal, gives an idea about rate of adsorption. If X by M is more, indicate rate of adsorption is more. Then how this S by M, how this rate of adsorption connected with the pressure? Apply pressure on gas molecule. Okay, apply the pressure P, apply above the gas molecule. What will happen? When we apply gas molecule, more gas molecules from the space will move to the adsorbent and will start to attract on the charcoal. So when we apply the pressure, more gas molecule will adsorb over charcoal. So number of gas molecules will increase over the surface. If more gas molecule, what will happen to the value of X? Mass of adsorbate will increase. X will increase. If X increase, M is mass of adsorbent, mass of charcoal is fixed, and after applying pressure, the value of X is increasing. So what will be the ratio? S by M also will increase. S by M increase means rate of adsorption will increase along with the pressure. So simple words we can say like this: pressure increases, rate of adsorption or S by M will increase. This relation can show in a graph. See the graph. S by M plot along y-axis. Then the pressure plot along x-axis. At low pressure, S by M value is less. Pressure increase, what will happen to S by M? S by M will start to increase. See, pressure increase. When pressure increase from low value to high value, correspondingly S by M will increase. But after a certain pressure, S by M found to be constant. Experimentally, it's found that after a certain pressure, value of S by M or value of adsorption found to be equal to a constant. Okay, and by using this graph, we can come to an equation. S by M directly proportional to pressure. But after certain pressure, it becomes constant. So including this point, the equation will slightly change. S by M, then instead of directly proportional, we can write K. Directly proportional will change to constant. K is constant. Then pressure. But after a certain pressure, after this pressure, value of S by M is constant. Including this point, we can change the equation like this: S by M Kp raised to 1 by N. Actually, this equation was derived by, found by Freundlich. Okay, the scientist name is Freundlich. So this equation and this graph together called Freundlich adsorption isotherm. And what do you mean by the term? Term indicate what? Term means thermometer. You know, thermo means what? Temperature. You know, thermometer, temperature. And why the name term used here? Because this relation take place at only at a constant temperature. So when we carry the experiment, don't change the temperature. Fix the temperature. Okay, suppose here 273 Kelvin. So fix the temperature and change the pressure of the gas, and S by M will change. So this reaction valid at a constant temperature, and this equation and this graph and the relation between pressure and rate of adsorption all together called a Freundlich adsorption isotherm. X by m equal to Kp raised to 1 by n. X is mass of adsorbate, m is mass of adsorbent, P is pressure of the gas, K and N are constants. Now we can discuss about the effect of temperature on rate of adsorption by using this graph, as well as about saturation pressure. See the graph. At 273 Kelvin, so temperature is constant during the experiment. The temperature is 273 Kelvin. We can see the variation of S by M versus pressure. Curve is going like this. Okay, at 195 Kelvin, another temperature 195 Kelvin, the curve is going like this. Okay, then fix a pressure. Fix this pressure. At this pressure, at 273 Kelvin, the value of X by M is found to be low. But at the same pressure, at 195 Kelvin, when we carry the experiment at 195 Kelvin, at this pressure, the value of S by M is found to be high. So S by M indicate rate of adsorption. So what is the conclusion here? The temperature increase. When temperature increases from 195 to 273 Kelvin, at a particular pressure, rate of adsorption is decreasing. Okay, so temperature is increasing. 195 to 273 Kelvin, temperature is increasing. But S by M or rate of adsorption decrease from high value to low value. So what is the connection between temperature and rate of adsorption? Physical adsorption. Temperature increase, rate of adsorption will decrease. Clear? And what about next is next is about saturation pressure. What is saturation pressure? Okay, here this pressure is called saturation pressure. Why this pressure? The pressure at this point is called saturation pressure. Why this pressure is called saturation pressure? Because at this point, different temperature, when we take the curves for different temperature, after this point the S by M value found to be equal to a constant. So at the saturation, the curve approaches a maximum or saturation, and that pressure is called saturation pressure. PS is saturation pressure. At a high pressure, the curve approaches a maximum value, and corresponding pressure is called saturation pressure. Now we can find out the value of N. n is a constant and we can find out the value of n at a different pressure range. If pressure is low, we are taking low pressure range. What about the value of n? Take a low pressure range. See pressure from starting to up to here, you take it. You can take up to here, low pressure range. Up to this point, what about the value of S by M? S by M found to be straight. Correct? S by M is found to be straight. So we can write like this: S by M up to this pressure range, S by M up to low pressure range, S by M directly proportional to P. Or we can write S by M equal to constant into pressure. So what about the value of 1 by N? Here it is equal to 1. So value of 1 by N should equal to 1. So from this general relation, to get this relation for a lower pressure range, to get this relation, the value of 1 by N should equal to 1. So at low pressure range, what is the value of N? N is equal to 1. Got it? So like this we can find out value of N at a high pressure range also. Now we can find out value of N at a high pressure range. See, up to here we took low pressure, and after this pressure we can take high pressure range. This range is high pressure range. At high pressure range, what about the value of S by M? S by M is almost equal to a constant. So we can write S by M is equal to constant K. So at high pressure range, the Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation will change to S by M equal to K. And how it possible? So what should be the value of 1 by N to get this relation? To get this relation, the value of 1 by N should equal to 0. So what will happen? S by M, we can write like this: S by M raised to Kp raised to 0. 1 by N is taken as 0. So P raised to 0. What is P raised to 0? P raised to 0, any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. So what we can write? S by M equal to K. So we got this relation from this one. So at a high pressure, for getting the result in the graph, the value of 1 by N should equal to 0. So at low pressure we got N is equal to 1. At high pressure we got 1 by N equal to 0. So value of N always comes or lies between 0 and 1. I think now you got a correct picture about Freundlich adsorption isotherm and how to find out value of N. Now we will move to check Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation is correct or not. How to check the validity of this equation. Now I am going to explain the validity of Freundlich adsorption isotherm, or how we can check the Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation is correct or not. We know the equation of Freundlich adsorption isotherm is S by M equal to Kp raised to 1 by N. Then take logarithm both sides. Logarithm log x by M, then log Kp raised to 1 by N, just like log AB. What is log AB? Log A plus log B. So log Kp raised to 1 by N, now we can write it's like A and B. So log K plus this part together is B. So log P raised to 1 by N. And this second part, just like log S raised to N. What is the general result of log S raised to N? n log x. These two are general results of logarithm. Log s raised to n is equal to n log x. So we can modify the equation. Log x by m is equal to log k plus log s raised to n 1 by n log p. 1 by n log p. Now this equation almost similar to equation of straight line. What is equation of straight line? Y equal to mx plus c. This equation also like that. Instead of y, log s by m. Instead of c, log k. And m is slope. Instead of m, 1 by n. Instead of x, log p. So by using this point, we can draw the graph. So how to draw the graph? Like this. Along y-axis, draw log x by m. Then along x-axis, what is along x-axis here? Log p. Log p, log s by m. So it's similar to the previous graph. Only difference is we are taking the logarithm of x by m and logarithm of pressure. So what should get? We should get a straight line with a positive slope. What is the slope here? What is the slope here? M is slope. So value of m is 1 by n. So we should get a straight line with a positive slope 1 by n. So after experiment, we will get value of x by m and value of pressure. Already we know it. So take the log x by m, log p, and draw a graph like this. After drawing the graph, we should get a result like a straight line. If we are getting this result, then no doubt the equation s by m kp raised to 1 by n is valid for that particular adsorption process. Clear? Then from the graph we can find out the slope. How will find out the slope? Take this distance and this distance. Suppose this distance is a, this distance is b. So slope is equal to a by b, and that slope value is also called m. That m is equal to 1 by n. So a by b, that value is equal to 1 by n. From that slope we can find out value of n. Okay, n is equal to 1 by slope. 1 by slope. Okay, and this is the way to check the friendly adsorption isotherm, or the equation s by m kp raised to 1 by n is valid for that particular reaction, particular adsorption.